There's another Brad. I was just looking. I got an email this morning. So growing up as a farm kid in farm country, West Central Minnesota, I spent a lot of time with my dad in the outdoors, and whether that be hunting or fishing, we spent a lot of time doing that together with my brother. And that's one of the things that I like to pass on to my boys. Is it isn't always about, you know, the fish you catch or putting a limit in or the biggest fish or anything like that. It's the spending the time together. And as busy as we get in the summer with the guide service, it takes its toll a little bit on everyone. So any day that I can get out and share the boat with, whether it be the boys or my dad or, you know, any family member, that's pretty important to me. And Brad always, since he was 3-4 years old, had taken a liking to fishing. He was going to be a fisherman, I could tell that. And he's been fishing with me since, I would say, 3 years old. I think by 5 he was operating a bait caster. I think once he caught his first bass on a topwater frog, it was pretty much game over. That's what he wants to fish for. He makes an exception and fishes walleyes once in a while, or crappies or perch. But just that quality time together means a lot to me as a dad.
Ever since I was young, I've always liked fishing, and probably helped that my dad was a fishing guide, so I could get those opportunities to go almost every day in the summer, also with my grandpa, because he's always loved fishing too. Both my grandpas, actually. So I've probably learned a lot from them, learned a lot from going a lot. And I just really love fishing, just always loved it ever since I was like 4 years old. But just loved getting up early too, just getting to put the boat in the water and going out fishing. Through those experiences, I've been able to pick up a lot when I go out with my dad, like just the little things on the electronics, or if the weather switches, where to go, or where the wind's blowing in, where to fish, or what color to use, what type of line, anything really, what type of bait to use. It really just all depends, and I've picked up a lot from going with my dad and grandpa's almost every day of the summer. And just, it's always awesome when you can go out with a family and have a good time and catch a bunch of walleyes and just have a good time in the boat. It just means a lot to me.
All right, looks like the clouds are breaking a little bit. We've definitely had plenty of sun the last few days, not much wind. So we've got some cloud cover and a little bit of a south breeze. The flag was moving a little bit ago, but I think it should be a better fishing day today. We get out there and chase a few walleyes and maybe even a few bonus crappies, depending on how things go. What do you think, Brad?
I think we're gonna get them.
All right, let's do it.
Guiding, while to some people on the outside it might seem like a glamorous thing, it's a lot of work.
But every time somebody steps into my boat for a guide trip, it's their trip. This is their trip. And
spending the day on the water with people, it's really a dream come true.
It's just truly special experience. Setting the hook, netting the fish, high-fiving people, and that's truly the passion.
What drives me is fishing different species and making memories with people. It's a phenomenal thing.
And that's what keeps me coming back. That's what fuels my fire for guiding.
Every day is something new, and seeing the smiles on people's faces when they catch that personal best makes it all worthwhile.
And I love watching kids get addicted to fishing.
We are a family. Between all of us, we spend countless hours on the water.
And at the end of the day, it's about making sure that the people that were in your boat learned something and enjoyed that experience and made some memories along the way.
how you catch a leech fish.
Fish like these.
First digging that fish. Look at some just took a swing. I got him. Here she comes. Get her in.
Last cast. Last cast of the day.
Where you going, buddy? Where you going?
The Guide Life with Leisure Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by these great partners: Cedar Point Realty, Ray's Sport and Marine, Blackfish Gear, Bluewater Lodge, Northedge Exteriors, and Swanson's Bait and Tackle.
Yeah, I think we'll start somewhere on this end of the lake. We've got a couple spots where the fish have been piled up a little bit after spawn. We're only 5-6 days past opening day, so we're still early in the year, but the water temps have climbed almost 10 degrees since the start of last week. So the fish are staging in those areas that are still close by to their spawning grounds. But we'll start. We've been on a fairly consistent bite. I think we'll try to pick a few off there. The bites kind of went from a jig and a shiner bite to, well, yesterday we rigged them. We caught fish on leeches and crawlers, so we got the whole arsenal with today. We'll see what they want. It does kind of looks like a jig and a minnow day, though. We'll give that a shot. Pulled into our first area here. We're just gonna cruise around a little bit and see what we got to work with. Fish on the graph here. We're looking for a pot of them, maybe 6 or more, just something to start on. Right now they're a little bit spread out, but there should be a pile of them in here to work over. Just got to find out where they're located. We got a little bit of a wind change. It's actually nice to see a little bit of wind. I think that'll help a little bit. It's been pretty flat the last few days. But we got some cloud cover, so that should help too. Usually spend a few minutes in the first area or two we pull into and try to locate our fish first instead of just pulling in blind and fishing an area. How many is there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the left side, a few on the right side. Those might actually be able to get fish images out of them. Makes things happen a little quicker. I love fishing, but I hate waiting, so try to pick them out first. Yeah, Brad's picked up on quite a few things. He's very observant when it comes to fishing. He's picked up on a lot of things even from a young age. He's really grown throughout the years. I think back when I was his age, if we had things as high school fishing leagues and tournaments and opportunities to fish in college, that type of thing, I might have taken a different direction. But he's always been willing to go through any condition, rain or shine, cold, warm, whatever. He's out there sucker spearing in the spring, bass fishing from kayaks, crappie fishing from shoreline beaches in town. He's really shown a true passion for that, and not only fishing but also hunting, and it reminds me a lot of when I was his age. But that's something he'll have throughout his whole life. It's not something that's a fad or or just a phase. That's a hobby that you'll have for the rest of your life. And I just got bit. It's about to be 1-0. Better not start talking till I get it in the boat.
Want me to net him?
Yeah. You might as well extend that handle out a little bit. Grab that net, boy.
I'm going.
I don't think he's real big, but he might be an eater. Old man 1, young buck 0. Ooh, and they're still on the graph. You better get back out there. Are we gonna keep any, Brad?
I don't care. Do you want to?
You want to eat a couple?
Sure.
Okay. Put them in the front live well. Nice 15-incher. Turn the live well on. All right, we got her started.
I don't know, it's a pretty nice one. Excited to eat it. I'll catch a bigger one though.
Yep. Uh-oh, Brad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, better reel up to get the net.
You're that confident?
Well, look what happened last time.
Have you ever seen me miss a fish? Don't answer that. Might have dropped it. Nope. Ooh.
Oh.
This one's got a shoulder or two. Maybe not. He's just a fighter. Ready?
Oh.
Is he a boxer? I don't know.
Gee, a real big one.
I think he'll eat. How many now is that?
2.
Yeah? He's a growing boy. I gotta put food on the table for him, just like always.
He's getting lucky. Like always.
You want a crawler yet?
No.
Okay.
I'll get him. Don't worry.
I got faith in you.
He's lying.
Ray Sport and Marine is your Lund & Mercury headquarters. The 2019s are in and they're better than ever. Lund boats powered by Mercury are engineered to be the best with unbeatable performance and unmatched strength. Lund truly provides the ultimate fishing experience. Like the 2019 Pro V Limited loaded with exclusive features and premium styling. The Pro V Limited redefines the term ultimate fishing boat. Ask about how you can build your custom Lund boat too. Experience the Lund difference powered by Mercury at Ray Sport and Marine, Grand Rapids and Bemidji.
The Lakes area is full of wonderful properties and recreational opportunities for you and your family to enjoy. Year-round homes, cabins, and land available. If you have been considering a real estate purchase or sale, we would love to hear from you. Cedar Point Realty, proudly selling the lakes area.
Maybe.
Okay. We're going over, oh my God, there's like 5 of them under the boat right now.
As soon as you tell me to cast far out there.
There's another one.
Oh.
Remember when you were like 10 and I used to get bites and then hand the rod off to you?
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore. Ready? Thanks for the assist, Netman.
What
now,
is that?
do you want to switch to a crawler?
Nope, not yet.
All right.
Is that the 5th one or 6th or 7th?
This would be 3rd.
Yeah, I know.
Eater, 14, 14 and a half.
I don't know. It's not looking too good.
Back's starting to hurt a little bit.
Pretty confident. How many is that? Oh, that's only 3.
Yeah. So I'm fishing a crawler and we're in a little bit of that chara grass. It's almost just like a 70s shag carpeting, kind of that texture. So I like to blow the crawler up. I'll pinch off the end of that crawler so it's not real long. And that just helps it float just above that grass. Brad's pitching a jig right now. We're at 60-degree water temperatures, so really everything's working. One day it's jigs and shiners. The next day it's crawlers. It could be a leech. We haven't tried a leech yet, but you kind of just got to see what they respond to and then go from there. But right now they seem to be liking the night crawler. Not a whole lot on the jig yet. Have you had a bite yet?
No, just that perch.
Yeah, we'll switch you. Maybe have you try a leech. We're about to go over a couple, 2, 3 of them again. Actually, they're on both sides of the boat too. Typically this time of year, we're not that advanced into crawlers or leeches or, I mean, it's pretty much a jig and a minnow bite early season when those fish are coming off spawn, but we've had such warm temperatures the last 6 to 7 days now. Once that water temp hits 60, it's kind of go time for just about whatever you want to use. Bit again. Definitely seem to be liking the crawlers. We've thousands of boats out here over the opener and they've had a jig and a minnow put in their face all day long, 24/7 for the last week. Sometimes just showing them something a little bit different is all it'll take to get those fish that might be in just a little bit of a negative mood to catch their attention. Oh, he gone. That's my one screw up for the day. It won't happen again. But even now, we've got a little breeze, not a lot. These fish have been pressured so hard, even just getting your line away from the boat. Right now, I'm just kind of letting the wind push us back through this area, but sometimes just keeping that jig or that crawler or leech, even if it's 20, 30 feet away from the boat, will make a world of difference. I'm watching them on the live scope, and a lot of times what happens is I can see them, and as they get close, they'll go belly to the bottom, or they'll just take off. And I think a lot of people, I mean, including myself, until a lot of this new technology, you didn't really notice how many fish you actually spook, even in 15, 18 feet of water. And we're only in 10 or 11 here, but they can sense things like sonar, you know, just shadows or shadows coming off your boat. Things like that can kind of put them in a negative mood. So if they're not sensing those things, it can make a difference. You just got to catch one 30-incher. That's your job.
I have a lot of big bites.
All right, Brad. I think we're gonna move around here and just see if we can't find another little pod of them. Almost seems like we pushed them out of their area. We got a few boats in here now. We'll find a fresh batch and see if they're willing to play. But that's pretty typical, is these pressured fish, you get X amount of time on them and you do end up spooking them after a while. So we'll just keep driving until we find the next group. Get ready. So we just made a little move here, not too far, a few 100 yards down, and found another little pod of fish here that hopefully haven't been pressured too much, but we're just starting to come through them right now. Let's see if we got any participants. There we go.
I think I might have one too.
Okay. Double? Who's going first?
Who do you think should?
I don't care. I'll go first.
All right.
I think he's had it long enough.
You want me to get the net?
I got it. You still got a bite?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you catch yours. I might pull the old Murph flip with this one. See if I can do it as attaboy.
It's not very big.
I'm not as good as Murph.
Small guy.
Hey, you're on the board though.
Yeah, but not the fish I wanted. We choked that thing. Well, at least I'm on the board.
Hey, Brad, you know what that makes for me?
What?
A Leech Lake limit.
Might need the pliers on this guy.
Okay. Do you swallow it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can get it. I just need the pliers.
There's, look at them all in here. Oh my God. That's some cool stuff. Get it?
Yep. He's a little small.
That's fine. He should go. See ya.
Oh, finally on the board.
Knock the rust off.
Yep.
You got enough money to buy me the biggest blizzard they make at Dairy Queen?
What is that gonna be, like $100?
Probably. The old crawler fingers going. Just the way I like it. Wipe them on the Blackfish. Get them nice and broke in.
can't choose the weather, but you can choose outerwear that works. Technical apparel, rain gear, soft shells, sunwear, when you need to stay comfortable all day, choose Blackfish, because you can't choose the weather.
Peter.
What the heck? Took my worm. Well, let's get another one.
Not quite 27.
Might be there one day.
We'll let him get there someday. One thing I definitely like about my Lund is all the storage. We definitely don't run out of storage. I guide almost every single day, so I have a lot of equipment in the boat, but I don't think I could ever fill this boat with all my stuff, as much stuff as I have. We've got storage here, we've got tackle tray storage. I don't have it completely set up yet this year, but got all my pliers, a few different bags of jigs I like to use. But everything's easily accessible from right back in my little office back here. We've got rod storage for those of you who use the longer trolling rods. We've got storage on the side here. I've had 10.5-foot rods in here without having to retract them. So that's usually where I have my trolling rods. I don't have those out yet this year. We're not quite there yet. But we've got plenty of storage up front. That rod storage up there will hold, I believe, 12. We've got compartments everywhere. We've got an extra live well up front. Everything's just easily accessible. I don't have to get up. I'm not digging through front compartments. It's all easy access, and that way the boat stays somewhat organized as well. You bit yet?
Nope.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the fish.
Is that a fish?
I don't know. I think it is, yeah.
Probably.
Felt like weeds at first.
It's pretty clean bottom. Play it like a fish.
All right.
I've got one hanging too. Feels like a little guy though. No?
Weeds.
Grab that net, boy.
I'm grabbing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the corner. They're liking the crawlers today. We'll let him go.
I'll catch a couple, don't worry.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. Good, because I got a bite too. Yeah, there seems to be quite a few of those active males here. I'll let you go first.
All right.
See if we can't catch one of those post-spawn females. Nice. Good one?
Yeah, decent.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set the hook on mine now.
Okay.
I don't think mine's very big. And not terrible.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah. Whose is bigger?
I don't know.
Should we put them back? We'll just keep 4.
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Got him? There you go. Little guy?
No, just a little one. So we got out there, he caught 3 or 4 okay fish with the crawler, and I was using a jigging and minnow, making fun of me and teasing me and joking around that I wasn't gonna win the bet. So I switched to a crawler, caught 1 or 2, and then finally one was just dead weight and it was just coming with me, so I knew it was gonna be a big fish. So I kind of kept low. There's one.
Another bite?
Yep.
Okay. You gonna try to make a comeback?
Probably. You never know.
You know what's better than a comeback, Brad?
What?
Never trailing in the first place.
And let it some line and finally set the hook. And I looked over, I could see the fear in his eyes, and I just reeled. That rod was cranked over so far, and just, that thing didn't even feel like a walleye at first. And I was reeling, and finally we got it in the net. And I don't know if this is just all fist bumps and happiness from there.
Yeah, I think I lost the Dairy Queen bet on the biggest fish. Brad got bit. Is that a fish or a log? Cranked into one there. I don't know if he was quite certain that it was a walleye when he first set the hook, but I don't know. He kind of sloughed it off like he's caught them before, but I was pretty pumped as a dad. There you go, buddy. Get to put a net underneath that beast. What do you think of that one?
That's a decent one.
Yeah, it's all right. You gonna grab him?
Yeah.
Grab him under the gill there. Get out of his teeth. There you go. Hold him up a little bit. We'll set your rod down. That's a giant. Woohoo! Let me get the scissors.
All right.
We'll cut that one.
There we go. That's what I've been looking for.
You were just holding out on me.
Huh?
Oh, actually.
Oh, you can just.
It's right there. Okay. Nice. Atta boy. I think we were just talking about catching a nice one. I just didn't think you were going to be the one to do it.
That's what I wanted all day.
I should have known. Nice fish, buddy.
Thanks.
That's a good one. That's got to be close to 27, maybe right there at 27. Pretty sweet. On the crawler.
Yep.
Should we get her back in the water?
Yep.
Okay. Right over here. Just hold her by her tail and let her go. Swish her a little bit. There you go. She's ready.
Mm.
There she goes.
Sweet.
Nice work, boy. Should we get another one?
Yep.
All right.
Well, told you I'd come through.
Never a doubt, was there?
Nope.
Nope. I should have known. I wasn't doubting with you. I was just messing with you.
Sure.
Let's get another one.
Leisure Outdoor Adventures would like to thank all their sponsors for their support in making the guide life happen.